I think this is a great comment, and one of the things that I want to point out is that when you're trying to work on your own success, when you're trying to build yourself, you have to be very self-aware about where you're at in life, right, and what you're trying to do, and also you have to take ownership of where you're at and what you're trying to do, and so you're not latching on to someone else to try to get them to help you to climb. You're not constantly pulling the energy from one person with the expectation that this one person or this group of people is going to help get me out of the mud, if that makes sense. It means that you have to be aware that, hey, I am trying to climb up the ladder, and so I do have to do most of the work. And so when you're working on yourself, the recommendation that I have, and you could take it or leave it, but you want to spread yourself out, amongst people. You want to find a different people in different community to network with. So you may want to find a mentor. You may want to find a teacher, a coach, a therapist, people to kind of help you level up in all the different ways, but you have to be the one to do the work. And so for example, if you're doing mentorship, that is an agreement that you work out with someone for a specific amount of time. And you may do an exchange where you're like taking your mentor out to lunch and they're giving you guidance. And you can have different types of mentors. You can have financial, you can have relationship, educational mentors, job mentors. So you got mentors in different areas, but that is an agreement that you make with someone where you're valuing their time and they're providing a service for you, and you may pour back by doing something simple or small as a token of gratitude. The other thing that I will say is, like, it is your responsibility for your own success, no one else's responsibility. So that means that you have to be the one to do the investment in yourself. So if you have to take classes, if you have to do one-on-one coachings or group coachings or whatever, it's your responsibility to sort of pay for those things, and make that investment and do the work that's involved with those things. So I think that's the difference in what I'm talking about there, in terms of, like, you have to take ownership of leveling yourself up and not be parasitic, and not, just associate with someone just because they're successful and you think that's going to open up doors for you, or you want that to open up those types of doors for you. So I hope that what I'm saying makes sense, but there's nothing wrong with wanting to be surrounded by successful people, just as long as you're doing it the right way, you're being respectful of their time, you're offering something in return, and you are actually the one doing the work in yourself, and you don't put the expectations of them and their success trying to help you out of a different situation, help you out of your own situation.